Okay, I'm going to be holding the camera so for a little bit. MS200t. So we're getting to the handle, and this is the exciting part to me. So part of this, I'm just going to go over parts of it, and then I'll mount my camera. But this is the best way to handle it for this part. So there you can see where I have the ground. And I believe from the diagrams, I believe I've got that handled correctly. It was, since I've got the side on, the hole is large enough. I will say that I'm glad that that particular screw was a T27 so that I could reach in with the wrench that I have, because I wouldn't have been able to do it with the setup for the other. But anyway, moving along. So next, you can see that the kill wire is connected underneath the handle. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second and turn it around. Okay, so I got a lot going on back here. Let's start with the lower and work our way up. Okay, so I've got the rubber piece attached to the handle, and you can see I've got the rubber piece is pulled in to where they catch. All right. Now the other thing is the impulse is connected to the handle. Now when I had the handle apart, I took a piece of wire and made sure, like off this old tag, and I made sure that the impulse was cavity was opened. So there, and it was fine. It was perfect. So there was no obstruction that would hamper the impulse signal. So that's all good. And as you can see, I've got it attached there to the handle. All right, so moving around here, let's go with the most obvious. What I found, and even though I installed these, over time, I've learned that taking a die and cleaning these threads up gives you a lot of joy later on as you use the saw, just to make sure that that those nuts screw in, like easily. So I'm set up here to pull the boot on, and they say to coat the boot with the press fluid, but I didn't see how I could do that and get the wires down on the end screwed in, and so forth. So I might have to pull it through dry. I'll take another look at that. But basically we're set. They did a really good job with the handle. I'm pleased, because the handle was one of the things that held up the kit. My guy told me that it didn't fit right, and well, he wasn't going to do a kit till it was right. So we'll see. We're getting close here, but I believe all is going to turn out well. All right, next step. Okay, I thought y'all might like to watch me fight with this. That wasn't too bad, was it? Whoever thought of the string thing? Every time I do it, I say, man, he was smart. Had common sense. Okay. You can tell it's wet. I did figure out how to squirt some magic down on it. Yeah, I don't want anybody to get confused. I don't think they will, but I'll just show you. Oh yeah. I wanna just mention this to you. They provide an impulse hose, and I like the rubber that comes with the steel R3, and you can, they got R2 and whatever, but so I used R3, and I just cut me a piece. But if I had to do it over again, I would have cut it 5 millimeters longer. And I tell you why. It would have 5 millimeters wouldn't have caused a kink in it, but it would have just given me a little bit more room whenever I was working this onto the handle, underneath of it. So that might be something that you might want to consider doing for yourself. Okay, so back. Well, I guess before we even do that, we ought to get the handle secure. But it looks like it's going to fit perfect on it. Let's see. I'm gonna get me a couple of those screws to have in my toolbox. Catching and popping loose. I wonder why that is. Let's see. I was putting too much pressure on it. Okay, so there we go there. So now over on this side, we just had to hold a prayer meeting. And I found this position, put the hole a little closer to where it needed to be so that I could get hold of the... Okay. So we've got two sides. Now see how far off we are here. Well, I'm going to go look and make sure that I've got the right screw. Okay, this is the position. Rolling it over and pressing down on this corner of the handle, not on the handle itself. Ta-da! So that wasn't so bad. I'd say that fits good. Ta-da! Okay, that concludes the handle, and we'll come back and we'll do this as a separate part. Okay, please like and subscribe. Reach down there and hit the bottom right hand corner, the red button, if you have not already. Thank you very much.